Welcome to the Griffin's Lair.
Greetings everyone, it's Rocco from the Griffin's Lair in Erie, Pennsylvania, and the Griffin's Lair Table Talk podcast. I'm here today to talk to you about a fantastic new item that we have coming into the store. It is a cross between an acrylic paint pen and your favorite fast way to paint, the Army Painter Speedpaint system. Well, our friends at Deep Cut Studios in Lithuania have partnered with the Army Painter to bring you guys acrylic paint pens filled with their very popular and beneficial Speedpaint 2.0 product. So I can hear you guys asking, Rocco, what's the difference between your standard acrylic paint marker and the Deep Cut Studios speed paint marker sets? So I have an answer for you. So the difference between a standard acrylic pen and Deep Cut Studios speed paint markers is one, consistency and quality right off the bat. Now, acrylic markers, they're all over the place today, and some are worth their weight in gold and some aren't worth the plastic that they're made with. And I can tell you, for one, as someone who's used them, the last set that I got was a 5 set and I threw it in the garbage. It did not perform the way I wanted it to. It had flow issues. It was trouble from the beginning. But I will tell you this, having played with the new speed paint markers, is consistency is king, and they flow like water. And we're talking one pass, one coat. It does everything your standard Speedpaint 2.0 products will do for you, but in pen form, and it even gives you the precision and accuracy. Now, a lot of the other paint pens out on the market are just filled with standard acrylic paint, and some of them, like I said, are right up there with some of the greats. Your Pro Acryl paints, your Army Painter, your Too Thin Coats, and some are right up there with some of the stuff you find at Walmart, which is good if you're going to paint terrain and you're going to paint bases, but I don't trust them on my main miniatures, especially if I'm painting for competition or I'm painting an army. Now let's actually get into the product. So here we have the actual standard 20 marker paint set from Deep Cut Studios. And as we open this up, it comes in this beautiful double case. And this is fantastic. So out of all the other acrylic marker sets on the market today, this thing opens up to 10 markers on each side of the folds, and one of the nicest things that I've seen in a while, they give you not one, but 2 tubes full of replacement marker tips. I haven't seen those before in any other kits. I'm not saying they don't exist. The ones that I've had, I've never gotten that. I was lucky I got the 5 pens. But these are phenomenal. These are loaded with all of your standard Army Speed Painter 2.0 paints and the replacement tips. I'm stuck on that because you don't see that very often. And for this to come with those replacement tips, let me just get this out of here real quick. Yeah, they're giving you a ton of these little guys in here. Hold this up to the camera here so you guys can see it. Give you guys, quite a few of those, and you get 2 of these in each one of these packs. And let's just pull out a marker here. We're going to go with green. Green and blue are my favorite colors, so we're going to be playing with these definitely. So this is Shamrock Green. These are just fantastic, and you can see that these have a very fine tip on them. And I believe each one of them has a little ball in there to mix up the paint. This is turning out to be a fantastic partnership between Deep Cut Studios, the Army Painter, and the Griffin's Lair. Now let's talk about some pricing, because I know that's on everyone's mind. So we're looking at, for each individual pen, somewhere around $5.99. And then the starter set, which comes with 10 pens and a set of replacement tips, we're looking at somewhere around $58 to $60. And for the full kit, which you see here, which is 20 speed paint markers and 2 of the replacement tubes of tips, it's coming in right around $115, $120. Like I said, guys, we're still hashing out the prices, and with the tariffs that are going on, it tends to be a little more complicated than it should be. But moving on from there, Soon we'll be getting into a product demonstration of these awesome markers, and I brought with me today some of my NPC villagers for the game Guards of Trader's Toll. When are they going to be available? Well, I got the answer for you guys. The answer is they're on order, they're coming, and we're going to start taking pre-orders right now. Now, a cool little caveat to this is not only are we bringing these in from Deep Cut Studios, but Deep Cut Studios and their markers are Griffin's Lair's official first distribution product. And what that means is if you're a retailer out there, your game shop, hobby shop, art store, arts and crafts, doesn't matter. We're going to be putting together a package soon to reach out to you, or you can reach out to us, and we'll be happy to get this awesome product to you to sell in your stores. Okay. Now, the part you guys have all been waiting for, and I can hear you all through the screen. Rocco, shut up. Let's get down to brass tacks. Let's break out these markers. Let's show you what they can do. All right, so now we're ready to start painting, and the first color we're going to use is quickly becoming one of my favorites. It's called Peachy Flesh. And you can see here, as we start to put down the first layer of Peachy Flesh onto our woodcutter, sailor, vagabond, whatever you want to call this fine gentleman, one of my denizens of Trader's Toll. As you can see, it comes out very smooth and it coats the model very well. And you're able to just continue on and paint without anything slowing you down. It's almost like there's a hose attached to the pen, and it just flows and flows and flows, giving you a nice, consistent, and smooth edge to get that paint out onto the model. See if I can get you guys some accuracy here. These things are a fantastic tool in the toolbox, guys. I'm loving how smooth this paint goes on. I'm loving how fast it makes a very tedious endeavor, especially painting flesh tones. This is fantastic for a base coat. Let's get in on his face here and see if we can neatly apply it. Just like so, making sure we get in all the recesses. Really allowing that speed paint to do what it was designed to do. And if we make a mistake, I always tell the guys at the lair, who cares? We can go back and fix it later. But yeah, this is just too cool. I can see this definitely speeding up the process a bit on your everyday painting. Now later on, I'm going to show you guys how to prime one of these pens and get it ready for use. That'll be towards the end of the video. Now with that flesh coat applied, let's move on to another color. now with that done, let's go ahead and give his beard a go. See how accurate it can be here. No pressure, Rocco. Oh, this is a cool color. This one's called Ancient Honey. Seen that in there, I'm like, oh, we gotta try that on something. It's gonna be very blonde. Ah, it looks pretty good. Oh, that is a fantastic greenish brown. For you guys out there that paint militaria or historicals, this is a perfect OD green. Oh, I really like that. When it catches the wood grain, that's pretty cool. Let's be very careful. So the neater we are now, pays off in dividends later. And these brushes, these pens, are giving me quite a bit of accuracy. Very little spillover, especially for how thin speed paints are normally. I'm very happy with the quality and the consistency. Coming out of these markers. Okay, now that we have our model painted, let's move right into how to prime your markers for use. Now, the first thing you want to do with your speed paint marker is to shake it up. And once you got a good shake on this, the cap itself is made for you to prime the marker. You're going to take the marker, you're going to place it into the top of the cap. There's a small cutout in there that's going to fit the tip of the marker, and you simply push down on it like so, and you'll start to see it fill up the well, just like so. And you're going to hold it down. As you can see, it's transferring into the tip now. I'll move my finger out of the way. And now it is fully charged and ready to paint with. So now the pen is ready to be used. You can see you got good coverage on the bristles of the actual pen itself. So now, as you can see, it flows very consistently, and it's a beautiful blue. This is magic blue, by the way, the same color we painted the headscarf on our model. Now, if you find yourself in a marathon painting session and your marker starts to dry out, what you want to do is to put the cap back on, give it a good shake, take it back off, reinsert it into the top of the cap, and that'll reprime your brush. And there you have it, folks. the Deep Cut Studio Speedpaint marker. Coming to you soon from the Griffin's Lair.